The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by the hosts, their guests, callers, and advisors on Eye of the Nation are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Eye of the Nation is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Eye of the Nation is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2026. All rights are reserved.
Welcome to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levan Miller.
And I'm Sandy Brown.
And she's back.
Hi, guys.
And better than before.
Did you tell people I was sick?
What?
Someone kept saying, someone messaged me and was like, I hope you feel better. And I was like, what? And I was like, oh, you're sick.
And they tell you, I tell them.
They say, leave it, say.
They say.
Only passing on the message.
You don't let these people lie to you.
Y'all, I was not sick. Do not put sickness on me. There was something that I had to do, and that's why I wasn't here. But you held it down.
I believe so. We were doing the very best we can with the assets we have available.
Yes, so please don't do with the assets that we had.
I learned that from Davy Roll.
Y'all could let me know in the comments if Levan behaved himself while I was
when
gone.
The Haitians was landing left and right and center, they asked, Commodore Roll, what is your plan? Davy Roll said, we are continuing to do the very best we can with the assets we have available.
I mean, and people kept... Now, I feel like... I guess how Levan feels when people come to him and talk to him about me. People kept coming up to me and was like, oh my God, does Levan know you're here? Does Levan know, because I had to take a quick trip, does Levan know you're leaving that? Y'all know this man is not my daddy? I don't know if you're... Not my daddy, not my husband,
Hey, but I want you to know,
my mommy.
if you measure me in the realm of good-lookingness...
I'm like, everybody was like, oh, leaving this and leaving that. And then there was actually one guy who was listening to it on the side of me. And then he looked at me. And then, like, he looked at the thing. And then he looked at me. And he was like, Sandy.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. He's like, you're not on the show.
You're supposed to say, I'm not really here.
He was like, he looked at me. He kind of looked at it. But anyway, it was a nice little... somebody said, Sandy, while you were gone, Levan was a loose cannon.
And you're not going to just believe that.
So you did not, somebody else said he was well behaved.
Yeah, you can't just believe whatever these people say.
They said he was well behaved, but we missed you. Sandy, he tried. Leave it. What did you do while I was gone?
The very best that we can with the assets that we had available.
I would like to say this, though. I really have a... Let me know in the comments if y'all have experienced this, if anybody have traveled recently. Are all planes dropping planes on the runway now? I feel like
the new landing strategy.
Is it a new thing? I feel like it used to be a smooth thing. I feel like now I am deathly afraid of when planes are landing now.
Yeah.
Like, that was never my fear. My fear always used to be the takeoff, right? But that landing, the dropping the plane out of the sky in the combination with the slamming of the
Did you fly
brakes
with Bahamas
and
Air?
everybody, no.
See, when you
I did not fly with Bahamas
Air. Listen to me.
I did not.
Chairwoman Pratt has taught those fellas exactly how to land Bahamas Air's plane. And when...
Where I was going, Bahamas Air doesn't go. Maybe if they went
Don't
where
go
I
that place.
went. But, I mean, that plane dropped out. It was so bad that when it came to a stop, everybody in the plane clapped.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, we thought that was it. Is that a new thing?
I will say, I feel like planes are landing at a faster rate of speed than I ever remember.
Right, and so I guess that's what it is. And then when they touch and then they slam brakes, it's like I literally have my hands like
You
this.
actually need to see that.
Like you literally bracing for the impact.
Yeah.
I don't remember it being that way until recently.
Yeah.
Is it like a new thing they teach them? Stop it. Okay? People are afraid. Everyone in the plane, a baby started screaming. Yeah. Well, in their defense, the baby screamed most of the flight.
You know what? You were sitting in row 12.
If I tell you how far back in this plane I was.
I taught you this the last time we traveled. I said, Francesca, do not let these people put you at the back of the plane.
It was a last
because
minute thing, so I had to.
babies go to. Didn't I tell you this?
It was a last minute thing. I had to get whatever seat they gave me. They said y'all had a dandy while I was gone.
Crying babies are always at the back of the plane. Never let them put you at the back of the plane.
And listen, I just whatever it is that y'all are doing, I want y'all to stop. Okay, pilots. It is terrifying for the people in the plane.
Yeah, only
I don't
you
know.
said when you fly narcotics. I feel like that's where they learn it from.
Levin was like a child in a candy shop. He talked non-stop for full 2 hours.
Oh, boy.
Even you didn't give anybody a break.
That's absolutely
Did y'all open
not
up the phone
true.
lines?
Yes.
I you telling the people what they say.
That's absolutely not true.
Yeah, they say, yes, honey, the landing is getting rough. Is that a new thing? I remember it just being, you know.
This is all of
The
it.
plane that we were on when we came back, that Bahamas airplane, that was smooth.
What did I tell you?
Oh,
What did I tell you? Anyway, I've learned over the weekend that Dr. Sheldon Higgs has passed away.
Oh, condolences to his
He used to be
family.
the disciplinarian for Prince William. His death signals the end of an era.
Did he beat you?
Yes.
Good man.
Eye on the Nation will be back right after these messages.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Bring your brand into focus and make your impact on the nation. Go all in with the Impact Bundle, featuring live liners and an in-studio interview. Prefer targeted reach? Audio plus digital delivers radio and digital placements. Or be seen with our television bundle with 20 TV ads across broadcast and streaming. Call 4-666-173. Eye on the Nation.
Edenwell has expanded their testing menu. We now offer blood work, drug screening, and so much more. Our hours of operation are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., located on 11 Madera Street. We are here for all of your laboratory needs, with fast and reliable lab work done by our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Let us help you take the needed steps to stay in the know about your health. Let's keep working towards a healthier you. Stay Eden well.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Us.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levin Miller.
I'm Sonny Brown. I mean, did you read while I was gone?
I just wanted to do. What do you mean if I read?
Did you read the canoe stuff?
I read like it had never been read before.
But I mean, it had never been read by you before. So, anyway, before we get into everything we need to talk about today, don't forget that with Canoe, Bahamian businesses can access their funds right at home, enjoy faster payouts, process payments 24/7, and move money at your convenience. So, Bahamian business owners can accept payments online with Canoe, explore Canoe's API and invoicing features to get paid locally and internationally. Canoe is a Bahamian fintech helping local merchants accept payments fast and easy, and Canoe empowers entrepreneurs to get paid quickly and to grow.
Canoe, they're your one-stop stop and shop, and it's for all your shopping needs.
All right, before we jump into this, I have two little things. I guess they qualify as maybe little rants that I want to talk about
This
really
definitely
quickly.
is in your prophetic voice. This must be your hooligan voice.
What is he talking about?
Go on.
Listen, it should not take an hour and a half for bags to come off of a plane onto the, what you call the little thing?
The carousel?
an hour and a half of just standing there, just waiting for the bags. I mean, the airport only so big.
That is the problem.
The airport is only so big.
Yeah, so like if planes land before you, their stuff have to get.
No, they were waiting too. There's more than one. There were 3 in there, 4 in there. Yeah.
Have you seen the amount of air traffic?
Each of the, listen to me, everybody was waiting. There was one from Tallahassee waiting on one for Orlando waiting on one. The flight that I came on with, I mean, just standing there, just, nobody knows anything. And then the things must don't work to tell you what flight it is, because the porters walking around saying Bahamas Air flight and on this one over here, Orlando on this one over here. Like it was just so ghetto. Like I really want us to stop being ghetto. Can we stop that?
So maybe they need to put LPIA as a part of the airport renaissance. They
need to do. It should not take how long. Take it off. I mean, and it took us like 20 minutes to get off the plane. We could have feel them under the plane moving the bags.
Right.
So how?
I don't know. I'm trying to think what could possibly go wrong. The only thing I can think about is traffic on the ground. Like
there was no traffic on the ground.
No,
think of something else.
I'm talking about baggage traffic. So while you said there were four
how much is it in there? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 4.
4, okay, fine.
I think it's 4 in there.
So you kind of get the baggage out. Y'all Bahamians come. Y'all like to come with the biggest box in the world KB ever saw.
Listen, everybody, I came in the wrong day because I went to go do something that wasn't shopping included.
Controller, you may want to listen to this. Controller.
No. I mean, y'all had plenty bags. Y'all sure we broke? Because y'all shopped.
Yes, it's summer.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was annoying. Honestly.
It was the biggest.
I ain't gonna lie, it was plenty big boxes in the world.
I can tell you that.
The customs guy that I went to,
you ain't going in this preacher shade. You really ain't trying to get an exemption. We already tell you which shade to wear for the exemption. What is wrong with you?
I did not shop, so I didn't have to lie this time. So you don't have to call customs for me. There was no lying.
So you lied.
Done.
Did you lie? Speaking of the microphone, did you lie?
I didn't have to lie. But I went and I'm like, I didn't. First of all, I said good afternoon. He didn't speak. I thought he didn't hear me. So I said good afternoon again. He was like, do you have anything to declare?
This was the I declare war.
It's like,
why is he so rough?
Could you just say that?
Unhand me, mister.
Could you just say, y'all could smile? Nobody in there was smiling.
See, because they know.
I think they must get in trouble at some point.
They know from they show teeth. Bahamians assume this the one who giving out the exemption. Now I got 900 Bahamian on my one line.
I feel like they got in trouble because when I was on the line, there was a guy and his wife and some people in the front of me, and they kept letting people in the front of them. And one of the customs officers came off the back where he was and came and said, you waiting on someone specific? And he was like, no, all my bags ain't here yet.
No,
he said, okay, well, when all your bags
come to me.
Come to me.
Yeah.
It was like, Jesus.
Y'all
can smile me.
No. Because they know if they smile, Negroes are gonna say, hey,
y'all could smile. I just wanted to say that. Y'all could smile.
My trick is to always ask the girl, is today your birthday? No.
No, they're the worst ones. It was no.
Today ain't your birthday?
And everybody had gloves on. Everybody's bag was getting searched.
Maybe you just look like this what customs paying you?
That is work.
I could tell you that. Child, they're trying to keep it together. Let me tell you something. You got it as tight as it could get.
Thank you.
You have it as it can't get no tighter than this.
Please stop.
You holding it together.
Please stop.
Let me just slide this bag right past you.
And that is work.
Every time. Every time.
I must need to know. I didn't know.
But that's only when I tried to show them how to prevent themselves from being decoyed. Controller. Sonny them is the ones who
No. Controller, whoever listening, whoever it is, y'all had them in check, all of the check.
Yeah.
They wasn't smiling with nobody. They wasn't playing with nobody.
Yeah, they run a little concentration camp.
Yeah. They did what they needed to do, but you could smile. That's all. Yeah. It's something else I want to talk about. We're going to get into the stories. I'll talk about that later in the show. I saw the whole livery taxi driver thing firsthand. It's very disheartening.
You like how they just giving out advice now? The livery fella said, man, I think you all taxi boys should go with the ride sharing people.
It's very disheartening watching it happen in real time. I'll talk about that in the 5 o'clock hour. Also going to talk about 66,000 came through last week, so we're going to talk about that. He's not online yet. When he comes online...
What a time to be alive in God, Holy Jerusalem.
When he comes online, we'll talk about 66,000. But remind me that we have those 2 things to talk about, and we'll get after we done do all the stuff that we're
Okay.
supposed to do today, the people said, Levin, that you showed out. That's all they keep saying. I don't know what that means, but they say you didn't.
What? Am I the Valley Boys?
I don't know. What did you do?
Nothing. I thought I just sat here.
Okay.
I
All
knew
right.
you had such a good time. You knocked this nail off and all.
Nobody can see us missing.
Are you just one bunch of gallivanting? Wow.
Nobody could see that my nail was missing. Why did
Oh,
you have
boy.
to say that?
Go ahead, keep going.
Yes, my nail is missing. But I was lifting boxes and
That's how
stuff,
you know
and
you
then
had a riotously good time. You can't leave here anymore.
nobody could see my nails missing. I do need to get my nails fixed. Thank you for pointing that out. Always a great time. Appreciate you. Anyway. So the Ministry of the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, in partnership with REACH, we all know REACH, Resources and Education for Autism-Related Challenges, is hosting a town hall meeting. So this meeting is called From Awareness to Action, Building Opportunities for Every Stage of Life, and it is tonight at the Stephen Dillett Primary School. Where that is?
Stephen Dillett is the one. What?
What the school name?
Stephen Dillett? Where is it?
Am I saying it wrong? I thought it was Stephen Dillett.
Well, anyhow, it's through the corner, right on the side.
Is it Dillett or Dillett?
How is it spelled?
D-I-L-E-T? Is it D-I-L-L-E-T? No, it's D-I-L-L-E-T. Dillett.
Right.
Dillett.
Right. What did I say?
Dillett. It's Stephen Dillett. No, now you mixing me up.
Oh,
It's
boy.
Stephen Dillett.
Anyway, all I know is it is on the side of the supermarket that is on the side of the Windsor Park.
Okay. So they're having
It's one of the air-conditioned schools.
It is.
Yeah, you know, there were several of them that were built, I think, by Calvin
Oh, yes,
Francis,
yes, Uriah McPhee.
Stephen
Yes,
Dillett,
yes.
E.P. Roberts.
Stop saying Dillett.
Okay.
Stephen Dillett.
Stephen.
That's cool. So the event is going to bring together government officials, healthcare professionals, educators, parents, community stakeholders to discuss autism services in the Bahamas and strategies to improve support for individuals with autism and those on the spectrum.
Can I tell you something? I am of the view that 10 years from now, we shall all, in a harmonious chorus, sing these words. His name is Chester Cooper, and he is super duper.
But no, before Chester Cooper, they started to have service. They started to have special classes within certain primary schools for children.
We have
with,
paid a great deal of lip service to the inclusion of special education. So,
I understand. So you really think, now let's be honest, you don't think this is something that was already continuous and
but firstly,
running?
this is the
You
first time
think-
I've ever seen the Ministry of Education partner this deeply with REACH.
Well, just because it just happened doesn't mean that it didn't happen through the last minister, and this is just something that he's attached to because he just came in. You think the first thing he did when he sat down and say, let's have this town hall meeting?
I just want to say that, remember Mr. Christie has a special education student. And remember...
Son.
Yes.
A special
But
needs son.
Well, he was a student at some point.
Yes.
And you remember he went to Garvin Tynes, and then Garvin Tynes became the benchmark for special education schools.
Yeah, but they also did them in other schools
And then
as well.
yes, and I'm telling you that right now, many of the special education classes, do you know what the difficulty is? A language barrier, because we brought in special education teachers from Havana, Cuba. So now there is the challenge of special education children having the difficulty with the obstruction caused by the language barrier. Chester Cooper, though, through his wisdom, I suspect, found these people, REACH, who have been doing an enormously
I'm not sure if it was
magnificent
Chester
job.
Cooper. I cannot give him the credit for that.
Well, let's bet you put the flyer.
His picture's not on the flyer.
What do you mean?
I'm going to give the ministry... His picture was not on
that
this.
flyer, man. The other flyer.
Why would you put your picture on it, though?
Because he's Chester Cooper and he's super duper. But I think he has understood, and this is why I like him as a businessman in an area like education. Like, I think he understands the nuances of making certain strengths and certain networks work. If you remember, about 4 weeks ago, I told you that this team that they built of him, Honey, I Shrunk the Chester Cooper, Neil Campbell, you know who's Honey, I Shrunk the Chester Cooper?
No, but continue.
The Senator Johnson.
Oh, Keenan. Yes.
So the Chester Cooper, Honey, I Shrunk the Chester Cooper, Neil Campbell, and there was someone else. But who together, I suspect, are going to make a dynamic education leadership team. And I think this as a first move, he's only been in the chair, what is it now, 90 days? And for this to be his first move speaks volumes of, I guess, what he intends for his legacy to be as Minister of Education.
I would agree with you if it was said that it was his first move. We don't know if this is something.
Well, what else has he done?
What I'm saying is we don't know if this is something that was already in the works and he just came in and met
Anyone
it
ever
there.
announce it?
Because it wasn't
No, I'm
announced.
just saying.
It didn't have
You
to
know
be
governments
announced.
of the Bahamas?
It does not have to be. We frozen, you know. It
Governments
doesn't
of the
have to be
Bahamas can
announced.
open up an envelope, and if they open up an envelope, they want
Can't.
everybody to know that the envelope is open and that they're talking about it for 10 years. No?
Huh?
Now, I will not deny.
All I'm saying is, I'm not saying that it's not, it is Chester Cooper's initiative, but we don't know if it's Chester Cooper's initiative. So I don't want to sit here and give kudos and congrats to someone, and it may not have been. It may have been something
you know
that was
what the Bible
started.
says? The Bible says that one man plant, and another man water, and another man pick up from planting.
Anyway, so if you are a parent, a teacher, a guardian, or someone who has interest in what's going on with special education and autism in schools, tonight is where you need to be. It starts at 7 o'clock at,
Stephen Dillett.
which is where?
On the side of the city market, but on the side of the Windsor Park.
Wolf Road.
Yes.
Okay.
But you can say Windsor Park.
Road.
All Bahamians know where Windsor Park is, because apparently that is built into the Bahamian psyche.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know, they have a special, or they had a special ed school, right? Under the last Davis administration, they kind of deconstructed it. Does that make sense? So,
did what?
So all of the resources was at this one school, which is the Old Our Ladies, right?
Mm-hmm.
The problem with the campus is a teeny tiny little campus,
So
right?
they need it more.
Right.
Don't they have like little pockets of?
So what they did is they put like cell sites in various schools. So there's one in Claridge, there's one in Cleveland Indians, there's one in
That school on the
Albury
highway.
Sales.
On the, I could see it right now, on the highway off of
Charles
in the back, the
Sanders?
east. Yes.
I don't know about
There's
Charles
one-
Sanders. I don't know
There's
about
one
that
in the back there.
But I can tell you, of the ones that I found, the one at Albury Sales is absolutely phenomenal.
Well, I'll say this. I think that it's something that is definitely needed. I
Yeah.
think that a lot of our students get lost in the system because they are not tested and or diagnosed early enough or at all. You know, some people just say they have learning disabilities, or some people just say they're bad or they're rude or whatever it is. And we have a lot of undiagnosed people walking around here that are on the spectrum.
Except many of them are in management and front facing.
And one of them is on the show. And I'm just...
At least one diagnosed, the next one we're waiting on.
We're working on me. It may not be autism, but it's something.
something, it's
But
something.
I do honestly feel like we need more specialized teachers in this area. I think that we need more testing to be done earlier, because I do think a part of what makes some of our children not believe in themselves is because y'all been telling them they dumb, they can't learn, and the whole time.
Right. You over there
They
calling,
just-
you over there calling the boy a dunce galance. Whole time the boy need little medication.
Yes, and sometimes they're way more advanced than what the classroom could provide for them, and so they're bored.
Right.
And they act out because they're bored because y'all teaching 1 + 1, and
This boy over there could do trigonometry.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I think it is good. So if you are interested, that's where you go. Public dentist at Stephen Dillett for children back in the day. Okay,
Huh?
that's what they say. There was a public dentist at Stephen Dillett for children.
Oh, I didn't know about that. But
That's something you didn't
Can
know?
I shout out Miss Roll? Miss Roll is the principal.
Look in there.
Miss Roll is the principal at Marjorie Davis. And can I tell you, she's doing Jesus' work over there. I can tell that to you.
Shout out, what's the name?
Miss Roll.
Miss Roll.
And she is actually responsible for making the necessary lobby to have Jomo, who is,
Like Omo.
and Michael Alcides deliver, 60 handheld electronic devices last year to help with textile learning and reading.
Okay. Well, tonight is the place that y'all need to be if you are a parent who is interested, or, you know, a teacher that is interested. Stephen Dillett, or Dillett, however you want to pronounce it, 7 p.m. tonight.
Yes.
Reach, as well as the Ministry of Education.
Absolutely fantastic.
They're untested because parents don't agree to have them. I do believe that some parents live in
They're
denial.
untested because the test them could sometimes range in the area of $2,400.
Yes, they do have some free tests. I know some people who took advantage of free tests. The problem with free tests is kind of like when you go to the public clinic. The dates.
Yeah, by the time you get it, the baby could be 18.
Exactly. You know, you need it now, and they don't have a free date till October. or next year sometime.
2038.
Exactly. So I think that's the problem. I think we just need more specialized teachers in the area, to be honest.
We also need to either coagulate or amalgamate the effort, right? So I think a lot of the pieces are just too far from one another, right? Because there's audio therapy, there's motor skill therapy, and I think hopefully this is what I hope Chester Cooper is able to accomplish. I hope he's able to kind of in a coagulating way make a nucleus so that all of the asset is easier to get to rather than you need to go to 9 different places for the one child.
Yeah. I agree. Thanks for reading the comments, Annie. Leaving waits until the end and then wants to pick fight and call people.
Because the one time I'm here talking to myself and I ask her who she want me to talk to. Honestly, one here. If I start talking,
you pick fight
the
with.
woman tell me I'm here talking to myself. So I ask her, well, if I talk to the little green man, then everybody can know the problem is real.
And say you call people by their full name.
Yes.
Why do you do that?
Because what they want me name them.
I don't call them by their names. You see me call names, I say this person say, that person say. Be nice to our people.
Okay, I can be nice.
Anyway, so there's an investigation update. I mean, is it really an update? I guess it is an update.
Yeah.
So the the Aircraft Accident Investigation Authority says the wreckage of the Cessna 402C aircraft that was involved in that July 10th fatal crash near San Andreas Airport has successfully been recovered and taken to the U.S. for examination. So all of the parts and everything.
So step 2.
Yes, so they said all the aircraft components, engines, will undergo a detailed technical analysis in Florida and Alabama with the assistance of the U.S. National Transportation Safety Board. We'll finish this story, and we have a lot other more. Wow.
Hey, you're just warming back up.
Yeah.
Don't worry, if you stay with us on the next side of the break, she should be completely warm.
We'll be back right after this, y'all.
Eye on the Nation will be back right after these messages.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Bring your brand into focus and make your impact on the nation. Go all in with the Impact Bundle, featuring live liners and an in-studio interview. Prefer targeted reach? Audio plus digital delivers radio and digital placements. Or be seen with our television bundle with 20 TV ads across broadcast and streaming. Call 4-666-173. Eye on the Nation.
Okay guys, this is what we doing today. We training for the bounce back. This 150K payday. Y'all ready? Yes. Y'all sweating today. Give me a 2 ball. 10. Give me another 2 ball. 15. You spin, right? It don't look so. There's 10K. Name these games after me. Food Dragon.
Food Dragon.
Cinema Classic.
Cinema Classic.
Yeah. Put that parlay in. Put that in. Jalen Brunson disappointed us last time. You want to walk for this or you want to run for this? Good pace. Good pace. Not too much water. Put it down. Let's go.
It's the Bounce Back 150K payday. Big wins for 10 weeks straight. 15K every week. 10K to a lucky winner. Visit islandluck.com for more info. Island Luck. Winners live here.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. Look at you practicing this. You ever see such a thing?
I had to smile.
Oh boy, I'm leaving Miller.
I'm Sunny Brown. All right, where did we stop? Oh, I think we left off with the accident investigation. So AAIA, that's how you say it, right? You no funny double AIA. You know, we used to do some weird things.
No, AAIA.
AAIA. So the AAIA is saying that the aircraft.
Double AIA, it sounds like a country song.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. So the aircraft's components for the flight that went down on Independence Day that unfortunately took the lives of 10 individuals. So they're saying that the aircraft's components, including both engines, will undergo detailed technical analysis in Florida and Alabama with the assistance from the U.S. National Transportation Safety Board, the Federal Aviation Administration, and the aircraft and engines manufacturers. So the investigation still remains in its data collection phase. The AAIA says a preliminary report is expected by August 10th, while the final report is anticipated within 12 months of the accident. So just giving you a...
Can you say the acronym again for me?
AAIA? I said wrong E.
No, do you know you kind of sing it? You say the AAIA.
I did not.
Yeah, every time you read it, and like if you read it, you kind of like sing it. The AAIA.
The AAIA. Does that make you feel better?
I feel good about it.
So by August 10th, we should have a preliminary report on what happened. And then in about 12 months or so, they should have the final report. You know, like we said before, it's taken longer because
it's a process.
No black box. So that's even worse. Burst into flames.
That's
a lot of the
worse.
stuff, it's even worse. And so now they have to send everything away for the aircraft manufacturers and for the professionals to try and determine exactly what happened. So August 10th is the date that we can expect something to be happening there. What else? So the police said that they are committing to fighting crime. I don't know why they had to say this. Did I miss something when I was gone? People were criticizing the police?
People were actually, Bahamians just need a reason to kvetch, you know, that's them. So apparently Pookie them was at it. And Pookie them gone on a 2 or 3 day killing spree. But I was like, I remember them, you remember the February when Clayton Fernando was the commissioner where they killed one person every day for about 19 days?
But I mean, how do you blame the police for that?
Well, it's the police job to disrupt.
Most of the police's work comes after the fact.
No.
Right?
But no. Policing is about the disruption of crime, the detection of crime, the investigation of crime. So the step one is the disruption.
Right. But my question is, how do we not know the amount of things that they
disrupt?
Right. You know, they don't come out and have press releases
like, well, you know, Pookie them almost killed one another today, but you're right. He's so thankful the police was there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, when you watch these superhero movies, they save the world before the world is done, right? And people don't come out and be like, oh, well, thank you, Lieven, for saving the world, because ain't nobody really know you saved the world. So my question is, yes, 1 or 2 incidents may continue to happen, but how do we know that they aren't also preventing other stuff from happening?
I don't think Bahamians care about that, because if they did, they would just look at the numbers and see that murder is still We are almost in August. And Pookie them only killed 40 people?
Well, I'm going to say this. 1 murder is too much.
Hey, I with you 100%. But when we kill 120 Negroes, 140 if Tingham was the commissioner, right? You have to then say that whatever Shanta using, it looked like it working.
Some people can also argue that maybe they just kill out each other, and so that kind of helped it, and not necessarily new policing initiatives.
Fine, and
Now, I'm not saying that's what I'm
I
saying.
will
I'm
not,
saying
not
that may be
accept
the
that
argument.
because what I will also add to that is this, in my view, vindicates Mr. Clayton Fernandez and his policing style and strategy, because the commissioner has only been in the chair for just a shackle over a 1 year, and any strategy she would have employed must have taken time to take root, right? So I believe that her success is her success, along with the, like you talked about the education thing, along with the spillover from whatever, because Mr. Fernandez had very heavy-handed policing.
But nobody, I don't think anybody had a problem with Fernandez. Fernandez had to go.
The people, the whole country who asked the man to retire?
Well, they asked him to retire because of the perceived corruption that was going on with higher ups in the police force. Not necessarily him. He was an example of when the ship would go down with the ship.
Right, but you realize that since then, we've also had other police officers that get charged with coke.
I know, but at that point, you know, something needed to happen. You know, sometimes they say somebody need to be fired. Like with this BPL thing, I ain't saying somebody need to be fired.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just saying,
I just
you know.
want to say whoever's in charge is so deep. I'm so happy that you're back on vacation.
Because I see people complaining again. There was a particular area that was off. I think they said 48 hours. I'm just putting that out there. But I'm just saying, I don't think anybody had a problem with Clayton's style. I loved the way he talked. I loved the fact that he was like, y'all play with us, we play with y'all.
Clayton said they ask for the police presence and they will get just that.
Clayton say, I know one thing. At the end of the day, my police going on. So if you want to have a shootout with the police, we don't train the police.
Just that.
I honestly thought before he said it that they used to train police to.
Oh no.
To like shoot you in your leg, or you know what you call it?
Ma'am.
No, yeah, ma'am. Is that what you call it?
Ma'am.
He said, "Oh, we trying to kill."
And then
you pull gun on us, we gonna kill you.
He said, "You see the bazooka? I'll never forget that on the front page of the newspaper. You see this gun this boy bring out here for the police?"
And he used to say, "We gonna kill you." I mean, you play with us. At the end of the day, my officers are gonna make it home, and I don't think anybody had an issue with that. Maybe he was more prominent than Shanta in terms of being in front of the camera and saying these things. I will say that.
Yeah.
I think that he
sometimes
wasn't.
that's necessary.
Yes.
Like sometimes you need to invoke the spirit of fear. That is why the commissioner shows up.
Yes.
So you have the press liaison officer, and then something happens, and the commissioner comes and say, "Go away, press officer. Listen to me now. This is the commissioner speaking. And wherever y'all are, I have given these men behind me instructions to find y'all."
Yes. And, you know, we liked Clayton because before, you know, when we had Green Slate and stuff, I think he was more diplomatic. He used to try and find the right words to say.
Yes.
You know, he didn't want to offend anybody.
Yes.
He didn't want to, you know, cause any drama, shake it up. But Fernando was like, he didn't care. He used to say, listen, we used to lock them up. Talk to the court about why they back in the street. Wasn't he just blunt?
I think this is a good combination of iron fist and velvet glove, right?
Yes.
Because what we have now is a velvet glove of a commissioner who has the je ne sais quoi to be the kind of commissioner the advocates like, right? But who's still obviously just based on her numbers.
Yes.
Is going to go down in history as one of the best commissioners of police the country's ever had.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm very biased. I liked her before she was in this position. I love even more in it. She's the first woman that's in the position. So even if she does terribly, I will still like her.
Yeah.
I'm happy that I'm not one of those people that, you know, when you say you support anybody that's black and I just support her because she's a woman, I'm happy I don't have to do that.
Right.
I would if I had to. Might still let you know. But I think that she's doing a good job.
Yeah.
And Sharia say, stop playing with us.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying. I think that y'all just be hard on her too.
When it comes to Commissioner Knowles, I think
I was talking with Ms. King when I say y'all just be hard on her
wait
too.
to squeeze.
Yes, but Ms. King, y'all just be hard on her too, man.
Can I say this? And I think she's a wonderful person, right? I think
because she come after Fran and everybody that love Fran. It's hard when you come after Skippings. Everybody seems to love Skippings, and it's like they keep comparing her to Skippings instead of letting her just be her. I feel like there's.
But if we could have, if we replaced Hugh and Hannah, right? Because you ever thought you'd live in the Bahamas where Hugh and Hannah wasn't the press liaison officer?
But we've had so many since Hugh
This is
and
my
Hannah.
point. And so, but Hugh and Hannah for many years was the benchmark of press officers, right?
I don't know if that was true.
There were only.
I don't know if that was true. I liked.
Anna Josie.
No, I don't remember.
Hewlin Hannah.
I remember Hewlin.
And then there was God.
What the man name?
The fireman.
They put him. I loved him. I thought he was amazing.
Right, and I'm saying so.
But even after that, there was also Thingham who went to
Walter
Urban
Evans.
Renewal. Walter Evans.
As good as
I liked
Walter
Evans
was,
too.
Walter had to come out of the shadow of Hewlin for some time.
I don't agree with that.
And then there was Mr. Dean, who is the consummate communicator, right? And he's like everybody's favorite friendly policeman.
I loved him.
Right. But at some point, I don't know if people feared the police force anymore under Stephen.
Because they was too nice?
Stephen was just so gentle. You know, and just, please don't shoot at the police.
Anyway, I like Audley Peters too, yes.
You did?
I did like Audley Peters.
You mean Audley Peters? Who tell
I just
the
saw
mans,
Audley
who
Peters
tell
the
the
other
people
day.
say, if you like to drink liquor, don't go walking in the area of Arawaki because you might drown. You mean that same Audley Peters?
I think that's amazing advice.
Yes, you cannot say it as the police press liaison.
Why? If you could have Clayton Fernanda out here telling people we gonna kill you all, we can't say that? What's the
Because
difference?
the press liaison officer has to have a little more wax eloquence in his communication. And so I think Audley Peters is a great guy. I just don't know if I want him as my front-facing person.
Leave her alone. This is what she had to say
All I'm
anyway
saying
when
is
it
I think
comes.
she has to grow into
Everybody
who-
had to grow though.
Yes. And that's what I want the public to give her time to
Yeah,
be. Let
like
her grow into Sharia King.
Yeah, and let people step into their own shoes. And
Right.
I don't mean to use you for an example, but I think people did it to you too. When you came after Rodney, and people kept expecting you to be Rodney Jr., and they had to let you just be leaving.
Well, luckily for me, I was more better looking.
Let's see what
Police Press Liaison Officer Chief Superintendent Sharia King defending the work of the police force. Her comments came in response to questions about a recent uptick in crimes. Those numbers appear to be low when compared to previous years.
The number of operation units have been on scene, was on scene, and responded to this particular incident pretty quickly. And so the police is out there. Our operation units are out there, our mobile units are out there, our units from the various stations are out there, and we're patrolling and we're doing what we're commanded, and we're committed to doing what we are mandated to do.
And they are committed to doing what we... I will also tell her this if I could lend her a piece of advice, right? As a press officer, learn your point and pivots. So the things that I don't feel like talking about on camera and the things I will pivot to because those are my comfortable talking areas, and learn to have smaller bite-sized communication.
Skippins was great at that. You could ask Skippins a question and she will talk about urban renewal and go and shift to something different, and you
have to
forget
learn
the
your point and
question
pivot.
that you even asked.
Right.
Yeah, but it has to be a good combination of learning how to speak and then, you know, learning the press and knowing who to knowing who to let ask you a question.
Correct.
And knowing who to completely ignore.
Or not ignore, but knowing how to make sure that you stay ahead of that reporter, because some people come out to punch you on the chin, right?
Yeah.
And then last week there was the sergeant that they found the guy hanging in the tree, right? And the sergeant say, well, you know, if you feel depressed, you could call the crisis hotline, Sandilands. And because of the connotation Sandilands has in, the, you know, just in the colloquial jargon, not necessarily good for an interview. So the reporter says to him, so we heard the rumors say that, and he say, well, I hear the rumors too, right? But we don't want to give the family hope that something is what isn't. Or so. Again, the Royal Bahamas Police Force doesn't exist to respond to rumors.
Okay.
We have the facts. Those facts are being investigated. When those facts have been completely investigated, we will report. And there's never harm in saying a press statement will follow.
Yeah.
That's the easiest get out of jail card.
There's no real get out of jail card with the
you mean?
payment public. They get mad at you for everything.
A press statement will follow.
You cannot. You honestly can't make Bahamians happy.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Someone said Levin is saying it right because Stephen Dillett was a Haitian that made it to Bahamian Parliament, so that's the native tongue pronunciation.
Oh boy.
Will this meeting be live streamed for those who aren't able to attend? Maybe ask someone from...
I suspect it's 2026, man. If something, unless they're in there discussing like launch codes of the Pentagon, right?
I'm almost positive it'll be on one of their
it's
pages.
2026.
Yeah, but you could be nicer. I'm almost positive it's going to be on one of their pages anyway.
And this Reach. Let me shout out Kim Gibson. You know Kim Gibson has been working with Reach.
Didn't you just shout out Kim Gibson?
No, I didn't. I shout out Miss Rule, the principal of Marjorie Davis.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Go
Kim
ahead.
is from Reach. Kim Gibson from Reach has devoted her whole life to this apparently, and she's certainly been doing like for as long as I've known her.
Oh, well, shout out to her.
Yeah, she's been a part of this Reach and the Reach movement and the whole sensitization, etc., of the autism community.
Okay.
So, bravo Zulu Kim.
Levin, are you under the rainbow umbrella today?
No, man, this is my last couple of days of independence. What's wrong with you all? And we still have a flag up on the table. I can't have on my last little bit of independence. These Negroes, you know, Jesus died for you all, you know.
Anyway. Anyway, before we move on to the next story, I see 66,000 is here, so we want to send a special shout out to 66,000. He came through for me and producer. That was last Wednesday. I think we're back on location this week as well. Wednesday and Friday, or Wednesday and Thursday?
Wednesday and Friday.
Wednesday and Friday. We'll let y'all know where we're going to be. It's not going to be at the same place. If you want to come out and meet us, meet Levin, find out who Castro is, because 66,000 was surprised because he thought Castro was a man. I think most people think Castro is a man. But, so shout out to him. He came through, got us some good stuff, got us some, do we want to say? You want to say? Yeah, he bought us some candles and some nice smelling stuff.
Okay.
And he came and he had to show out for this one because he said he wasn't coming. And 66,000 came through.
I can tell you that.
He came through.
I can tell you that. He was there in full form, too.
He did, and it was his birthday, so happy belated birthday. Can you remember how old he said he turned? Boy, my memories.
He doesn't look a day over 21.
62? Oh, okay. All right. So happy belated birthday to 66,000. We're going to tell you a little bit more about that later. I just wanted, because I saw him popped up now, to say...
I was doing a little bit of gallivanting.
To say thank you for coming through. A little drink, a little food was had.
Okay.
A little, yeah.
I had to get whisked off, but...
Someone said you look more under the sea than under the rainbow.
These people are unsaved people.
I ain't telling you what the people say. Anyway.
This is the 1 month of the year you get to wear your
You just look bright.
You get to wear your aquamarine comfortably in the month of July. And this is my last couple of days, so I say, why not give it to them?
Sonny, what's up with the blue background in the back of you? It looks extra bright seeing you. It's always that color.
You mean the blue background, the blue background from it was the blue background that we had as the blue background?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because of the black I have on. I don't know. But it looked the same to me.
Somebody said, God, no plane crash and we can't get nothing from that investigation. You think? You be humans.
God, the plane me crashed. They remember? Levin don't believe it crashed.
No, he was abducted. I still believe that.
Anyway, so 3 Bahamian men are in police custody after an alleged drug smuggling operation was intercepted by the United States Coast Guard, who was working in collaboration with Levin's favorite people, the Royal Bahamas Defense Force.
The heavy lifters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So authorities seized 97 bales of suspected marijuana from a Bahamian registered Go Fast vessel on Saturday. The vessel was also confiscated. Now, they said this followed hours of surveillance after the men were first spotted on board the vessel in international waters I think they need to wait a little longer. I think we need to start playing the game like the U.S. has played the game.
Yeah,
There's wait a little longer. The U.S. is waiting years.
On the sun to go down if they was just out there drifting.
No, I mean, like, you know how the U.S. them say they was watching Friend them for years before they catch Friend them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Take a picture when you was christening your baby.
Exactly. They when they build a case, they make sure there's no way you could get out of that. But they said they was watching them for hours and then they finally stopped them. I think we do have a clip of it.
Sometime in the early morning of Saturday, the 25th, the U.S. Air Asset detected the Go Fast vessel that was making its way towards Bahamian jurisdiction, Bahamian territorial waters. The vessel would have entered Bahamian territorial waters, noticed that they were detected, and they would have started to deviate to alter their course to enter back into international waters. The Bahamas Defense Force granted permission to the U.S. Coast Guard that had a cutter in the nearby area to, on the behalf of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, to conduct a boarding and search of that vessel. That boarding and search represented what we have here today, a successful interdiction of a large quantity of suspected marijuana, with 3 persons on board and a seized Go Fast vessel.
Release. These old dudes on this boat, because I couldn't imagine them not throwing them couple of bale of dope overboard if you was an international.
That ain't no couple. That's 1, 2, 3,
it's
4,
96
5,
or
6,
76.
7, 8, 9, 10.
What I'm saying is,
that's too much. I have a quick question before you even get to that. Why he so loud? Why you shouting?
Why he was doing the interview like this? It's because he's not a press officer, and I tired of telling them to go and get a press officer. Apparently, none of the commanders of the Defense Force realized the value of having a decent press officer.
Why is he shouting the entire interview?
And unless you are Raymond King and you can do your own press, you are going to need a press officer who knows exactly what you need for effective communication.
All funny jokes. It's like, why? Honestly, I just feel like he was typing to me in caps
not
just
a
now.
press officer.
I just feel like he was. Why are you? Maybe it was loud out there.
Coral Harbor? What on Coral Harbor can be loud? Ain't nothing next to Coral Harbor.
Anyway, continue in your normal voice. Don't shout at me. In your normal voice.
You simply need a press officer.
No, before that, you were saying something.
I was trying to figure out. There's
If
several
they
things
young
about
or
this
old.
story. They have to be old dudes, right?
Well, why they was running back to the U.S.
Because that don't make no sense. Y'all ain't see what happened to Tingham? You see what has happened when they catch you?
I would definitely want to be caught here.
Give me my jail time here.
Yeah, why would
you?
you?
A registered vessel with 3 Bahamians. Man.
Well, maybe they thought if they speed far enough, the defense force would get tired, and then they wouldn't chase
You know
them
what
no
would
more.
also happen if you keep running in that direction? You might run into Cuba. And I understand that the court is right next to the prison cell. You don't even have to wait.
Oh, okay. We ain't want to do that.
My
then.
friend, please send me to go see one of these judges who speak English. Okay? Because you can imagine you go to Cuba, the judge don't even know what not guilty means. So he don't understand you, you don't understand him. 30 years, start today.
I just don't understand why would they turn around? Just stop. And then y'all got caught with all the drugs. Y'all didn't throw one over?
Bunch of drugs on the C90 bail. 2 big. You got 1 fella holding course and 2 fellas dumping bail like teabag overboard like the Boston Tea
Did them
Party.
go jump in and get them?
Oh, well, that's even worse because why you take this drugs or the God water?
Out of God water. You don't jump in and get them. I'm just asking.
Any drugs you find in my boat belong to me. All the dope you meet in God water, you know what I belong to?
Because that's my thing. If I was getting chased in water, in deep water,
Yeah.
I was just there's float though. That's the problem. There's float.
Who water it in?
Don't they float? You would have to put things on them.
They could float
But-
as high as the heavens above. Who water it? My friend?
No, but wouldn't you have like a plan B? My plan B would be wrap all these drugs in some heavy things. So if we have to dump them, we could dump them.
That ain't gonna work, because now remember that the boat gotta carry that heavy thing.
Yeah.
And then you can't get that heavy thing overboard when it's dope dumping time.
Yeah, what?
No,
5 pounds on each little bale?
Damn boat, I don't care how high the dope float, you know where it ain't? In my possession.
Yeah, but they could see. They could say you throw it over. Just like when you're in a high-speed chase to the police here and you throw the gun out. There's find the gun. There's find the drugs. In the water, if it sink, they can't do it. They
As far as I know, international water too, as far as I know, this might be taken from Venezuela dope. This even in minds. No, listen, all I'm saying is, these fellas have to be old. These don't sound like no big time
They
professional
didn't say
dope
the
running
age.
fellas
We
to
can
me.
see the age, I guess, in the coming days when they
Yeah.
get charged before the courts.
They,
But they didn't say the age.
they sound like fellas who was broke, and somebody said, "Boy, I got one boat full of gas," and the fella said, "Man, you serious, man? You know, you want to go pick up this dope for me?"
Well, at least they smarter than Tingham.
Who?
Tingham.
Well, see, Tingham them is, and you see what's happened, Tingham them?
Well, Tingham take a plea, eh?
So they say. So they say. After 190, he be in lockup when Columbus land, and he just take the plea.
He take a plea. Tingham just ain't got
Eventually.
sentenced yet. No, he ain't got. I think he pled guilty.
He after when?
I just saying they at least was smarter than Tingham.
Yeah. Well, my friend, run the boat towards. All I do is I tell the compass, point me to Andres, and because there's no way I'm running in international water. That's how you stand up on the helicopter. I'm not fooling with that. You see, Tingham ain't come back off the helicopter ride yet. Don't fool with it. If you're running the dope, point the bow towards Andres. Do not go there in an international. You're never coming back. That's all I want to say.
Okay, they have something ready for you? I don't know what this is.
Oh well, actually, so one of the true reasons why I couldn't make it on your little your, you know, what do you call it? Your little escapade. You and 66,000 is because I say, just in case they baiting them up, I say, this remind me of just how Sonny would end up in the white van. It's just how they would get you. You say, you want 1 candle, 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candle, 4 candle.
You know what's so funny? I actually took a photo of something today that
tequila
says
shots?
how to kidnap me. I swear.
See that?
I didn't post it
When
though.
they get you in the car, bam, door shut. I say, and this is why I have to make sure I stay free, because someone have to go call Janda. And I believe it should be me.
I did not get kidnapped. We did not get
Praise the
kidnapped.
Lord.
I'm here.
Praise the Lord.
Now you want to talk about that?
I just wanted to make sure. See, now that you know the difference between a tragedy and a good story is the ending. Now that it has ended well, we could have Kiki about it.
Yes, it ended well. He treated us very nicely. We got some
so happy.
really nice candles. Shout out to them. What's the name of the place? I can't remember.
Madison?
Madison. Jeez. Wonderful ladies. Absolutely pleasant. Even the friends that came to visit, who came inside, it was absolutely fantastic. Please go in there. It is a vibe. It is absolutely beautiful. Madison Home Center in Home Collection.
In the Plaza Old West.
No, it's how you describe it.
In the Venetian Plaza, which is next door to the Plaza, to the Royal Bank, right after you pass the Shell, on the first left, and then you take the first right.
Yes. I mean, when I tell you it is a complete vibe, go in there, get stuff to entertain for the summer, speak to the ladies. I mean, you ever just talk to someone and you just get energy?
They have a boat full of gas with some weights. So you sound like you're really good at dumping the dope.
No, I'm just saying you could have dumped the dope. I would have had, very much so. I can't read that last part, but very much
The
so.
dope is going to be overboard, and once it's overboard, that's gone. Dope die mine no more.
And that's what I'm saying. But you let it sink. They ain't gonna die for that.
Oh, I don't know what they could do. I know where it ain't to be. On this boat with me. And when it is out there, it belongs to Jesus now.
Didn't they have a movie called, like Cocaine Shark or something like that?
Oh, I don't watch those kind of things.
Wasn't it something like that where the people was dumping the cocaine in the water and then the shark eat it and then
I'm from a
yeah. Isn't that so? So would we have like marijuana grouper?
I don't know, but I know I'm from a house where the TV stay on TBN all day.
You lie so much. TBN ain't even channel anymore.
What do you mean? Praise the Lord with Benny Hinn? Oh, this is so wonderful. With who are doing with the name? John and Paul Crow?
Miller, she gone off and frolic on her own, and I was fine.
Yeah, I had to make sure.
Yeah, me and producer, I didn't go myself.
You know what that means? She wouldn't have been able to call the police. Someone had to be free enough to call the police.
Anyway, y'all, stay with us. We'll be back. We have a lot to talk about, including someone that got in trouble for stealing sheets and Lysol.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Bring your brand into focus and make your impact on the nation. Go all in with the Impact Bundle, featuring live liners and an in-studio interview. Prefer targeted reach? Audio plus digital delivers radio and digital placements. Or be seen with our television bundle with 20 TV ads across broadcast and streaming. Call 4-666-173. Eye on the Nation.
Imagine an event where entry is as effortless as a wristband scan. Calling all businesses and event organizers because selling tickets has never been smoother. With Canoe, effortlessly sell tickets online and accept payments via debit cards, credit cards, Canoe Wallet, or even Sand Dollars. From payment links to QR codes, track your sales digitally, making event organization a phenomenal experience. And that's not all. Canoe is giving you more. If you're offering food, drinks, or must-have merchandise at your event, Canoe takes it to the next level. Customers can seamlessly pay using wristbands, QR codes, or their Canoe digital wallet. No more long lines, no more waits. Just happy customers and a boost in sales. With Canoe, your event becomes a breeze. Cashless, worry-free, and simply unforgettable.
A lot of people know CBS Bahamas and the CBS Pro Store thanks to our beautiful retail stores. But what you may not know is contractors love shopping here as well. Whether you need a flat rack of shingles, a truckload of drywall, or a pallet of joint compound, we can make it happen with unbeatable pricing, fast turnaround times, and excellent communication. That's why contractors love shopping with CBS Bahamas. Learn more at cbsbahamas.com.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levi Miller.
I'm Sandy Brown.
Who's doing the jig?
Sorry, and before we jump back into what we were talking about, I can't remember. Oh, we was talking about how we can get away with the drugs. Well, how we was at least going to throw the drugs overboard. I was not going to get caught with all of those drugs.
I tell you one thing. Drugs in the ocean belong to God.
I know if it belonged to God, but I mean...
Well, I tell you who else it don't belong to. Mister, you see me here, I'm on a boat. It's not unlawful for my boat to be here, and y'all need to do something about this dope y'all have floating everywhere.
You wasn't catching me with 97 fields. After a chase, you could have catch me with 2 or 3.
Yeah.
You was gonna catch me with intent. You wasn't gonna catch me with intent to supply.
Yeah.
You could have catch me with maybe the personal use.
One bail is intent to supply.
One bail is intent to supply?
Unless you tell them use the drug addict, and then they'll say, well, okay, maybe you need a little.
You could have catch me with 2 to 5 years. You wasn't catching me with no 30 years and no open water.
You're lucky Donald Trump ain't shoot that boat because you know Donald
Open Trump. Water and not one bail gone in the water?
Yeah. And they running back to international water. You all know that. I think them have helicopter.
I don't understand.
Oh boy.
Well, anyway, good luck to y'all in your case coming up with y'all 97 bails. 30, 20, 15.
Yeah.
They would have been like, it's no way Sonny gone all the way to wherever to pick 15 bales of drugs up. That's because it wasn't 15 when I started.
Y'all shouldn't bring this plane and see.
By the time this chase ended, it was about maybe they started off with more than 97.
I don't know.
Let me begin.
The story sounds quite interesting to me. It's have to be a bunch of old broke dudes.
We got.
I can't wait to see the names.
Wow, they are young, inexperienced.
Yeah, I can't wait to see
runners.
the names actually.
I ain't no drug runner, but I was throwing them overboard.
Plus, nothing about that little dilly-dally they do sound like fellas who've been on the run. Yeah. Certain things are just in keeping. And that doesn't sound like it.
Who?
What's happening?
Somebody asked me something. Why would y'all ask me something you know I own, and I know you listening?
Of course.
I didn't hear the story.
You know when they just like call you and...
Canoe is a modern digital payment platform built specifically for Bahamian businesses. Bahamian? Wow. It's Monday. Y'all got to give me a break. Making it easier than ever to accept payments, send invoices, and get paid faster. Everything you need to get paid all in one place, from Scan to Pay, where customers can pay you instantly, to digital invoicing that helps you stay organized and get paid quicker. So Canoe simplifies how you do business. You can even turn your website into a checkout experience or integrate Canoe directly into your systems with our API. Ready to accept digital payments the local way? Well, visit www.canoepays.com and sign up today.
Canoe, it's everything you need and more, and it's all in one store.
All right. So another story that people were talking about, I think I saw floating around Friday or so, about someone that got arrested for stealing from, a very popular store.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of foolishness. Okay, let me read the story first, and then we'll talk about it later. So an immigration officer is facing charges after allegedly stealing items from Kelly's. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to call his name, but he's 39. He's accused of placing...
You ain't going to call his name within the news?
You call his name then. I never knew a Bahamian to be named that.
Juan Gibson.
How it is?
What you mean? You know Juan McCartney?
That's the only other one I know. Okay. But why you keep saying Juan like that?
Because it's Spanish. I have to invoke my inner Mexican.
This is a Bahamian way. So it's Juan. You know, they call him Juan.
Like you ain't calling him Juan.
Exactly. Anyway, so he was arrested on July 21st, accused of shoplifting. So the 39-year-old was accused of placing 3 sheets and a can of Lysol spray into his shopping bag and walking out without paying for them. He was allegedly followed into the mall by the store security officer and arrested by mall security and the police. He pleaded not guilty at his arraignment. Bail was set to $1,000. He returns to court on September 16th.
I can tell you one thing. How much security that was?
1 mall security.
It is no way.
No,
My
2.
friend.
2.
My
The
friend.
store security officer and the mall security.
Francesca, let me tell you this. You listening to me? By the time as this story was over, I was been charged with assault, maiming, and ain't no way I letting 2 mall security carry me. You can imagine that big serious man like me now, right?
But big serious man like you stealing Lysol and shit.
Yeah. That's already bad enough. You can imagine now when I walked through my corner, the mall security put me in hog tie.
You couldn't give him a little break though, a little Lysol.
I tell the mall security, I can give you 10 minutes. Go call the police. I ain't gonna move. It could not be on public record that the mall security locked me.
That's what you're worrying about, not the fact that this big grown man stole a can of Lysol.
We can work on that in court because now y'all have to prove to me that I didn't think this was my Lysol because I paid for one Lysol. This looked just like it and I thought this was the Lysol. I don't know what I do with the receipt.
I bet you that was the lemon fresh Lysol too. That didn't smell good.
But I can't go back through the hood I grew up in if I let 2 mall security lock me up now.
1 mall security, 1 store security.
Yeah, see, and what do you want? 1?
2 sheet, 3 sheet? Hold on, let me look back at it.
Nothing about this story. Look.
It's a very strange story. I feel like it have to be more than this. Or he might know. Some people are, what you call it?
Despondent?
No.
So he was just walking with the trolley?
No, what's the word you call people who's just steal for the rush of it? Remember that star who was like that?
Yes, they have. He's
Y'all
a
tell us yes, maybe he's just a klepto.
Right. So.
But I mean, you couldn't give me a break?
Or maybe he was like this. Maybe he's like despondent. You know, like sometimes, like so. This has happened to me before, right? No, like sometimes you pick up like a screwdriver, and I have the screwdriver, and I kind of just twirling it in my hand, and now I'm walking towards the door, and I say, "Oh,
He
Jesus."
put 3 queen sheets and a Lysol in his shopping bag and walked out. And he didn't even walk out of the store. He walked back in the mall.
Yeah, because
walk out the store.
No.
If you're gonna steal, I mean, I'm not
walk in
encouraging anybody to steal.
Walk in the mall was a good idea.
No, because you walk in the mall, you give them chance to get you.
But you could also get lost in the crowd. Remember, like he was.
There's never been a crowd in the mall
He
since
must have just
1999.
He was just have 20
When is the
in his
last
friends.
time there was a crowd in the mall?
Watch the heist. He was to have 20 his friends.
When is the last time there was
in
a
the
crowd?
mall, and I didn't tell you a long time. Turned that into the courts. But did you watch the heist when the fellas run on the bank and they put all the people who was in the bank in the same blue camouflage? And
You're gonna do all of that for 3 sheet and a can of Lysol?
I know one thing. The news will not report that Levin Miller, Joyson Grandboy, was arrested by no mall.
The
You might as well move.
The items have a total of $171.77. In his defense,
when they talk this story in the ghetto, he didn't get body slammed. The mall security body slammed him. They had to wrestle him to the ground. One fella had him in the chokehold. He could never outlive this story.
In his defense,
oh boy,
I will say, some of these security is take their job serious.
I can tell.
I know 1 or 2 who, when you park in the wrong parking space, just carry on like they want to fight you.
Yeah.
They ain't even have pepper spray and a bully, and they want to act up.
I tell you, my brother.
Bully, what you call it?
Billy.
Bully.
But this is a clear indication of what I told you last week, that we live in a society where we have convinced our people to not tease. If he did get teased enough as a boy, he wouldn't have fooled with this. Because I could tell you one thing, I'm from the corner of Ministry.
No, he old enough to be getting teased. He 39.
They used to coddle him and put him inside. He used to can't come outside. He probably had asthma. And I'm telling you that if he grew up where I grew up, Ministry, jail would have been a joke. He would have begged them, man, y'all please just don't talk the story. I can start the jail time today.
Mm-hmm.
Because we'll tease him to scorn.
They say he's a singer brother.
And I hear he had put $6,000 in his possession. The wind tell me that.
Who's singer? What his last name is Gibson. So whose last name is Gibson? Who's a singer?
But again, this is why you have to
Anyway,
tease your children.
some of these security, I can't say that because some of these security is act up. So I can't say that. That's security. And listen, for you to watch somebody put them 2 sheet and that Lysol.
Secure and line them up. Secure say, watch I DDT this way in here today. Right? Tease your children.
I tell you one day, security probably got one little bonus. He got one little thing coming down at this
What
week.
you a crazy person? Kelly is going to give him a plaque. Tease your children sufficiently so that they do not perpetrate this kind of nonsense because your family will have to live with this then. So when you see your children look like they're going a little left, a little light-hearted teasing will prevent them from being a 39-year-old man thieving Lysol.
Someone say
And
Super
getting
Value
beat up from a
Security
mall
on
security.
Blue Hill Wolf Road with the fake oaks just be trying to lock you up for produce bags if you want one extra.
You talking foolishness?
Listen to me, that one, he said you paid for this? It was a dressing. So apparently only one dressing free, and you must be supposed to pay 25 cents for the next dressing. I didn't know that. The dressing right there. Like I didn't.
Yeah, you lucky security in belly the box suplex you.
He what? Can I see a receipt? He said that there you have 2 dressing, and there's 1 dressing on this receipt, and it's 25 cents.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you really for 25 cents, and ain't nobody even
you lucky
say.
you ain't get soft tissue technique put on you.
That's the point I'm trying to.
You ever seen one by Acropolis?
The point I'm trying to make is some of these security is be acting up. These are normal security.
one by Acropolis?
These security who couldn't get into the force, and so they try to take out all of their fake force training on you.
ASP Martin could go pick that boy from Acropolis right now and carry him on a super deep cover operation. I talking about he have everything. Clip, whistle, baton. The only thing this boy don't have is an Uzi. Don't worry about that.
Some of these securities be acting up, so don't do that. Don't
He
say
he got the little glove. But I don't care what he have on. The mall security can't DDT me to no ground.
They didn't say he DDT. They
They say
didn't
he
say
was
anything.
detained.
Yeah, they didn't say anything
But
about
you didn't just
resist.
say, "Hey,
He didn't
bucko."
resist arrest.
You didn't-
He didn't resist.
So you didn't go
arrest.
over there and say, hey, bucko, you want to stay with us? No.
And he
They
did.
say, hey, put the bag down. First I say, who you talking to, boy?
So you don't respect security officers?
Go call the police.
So you have to be police?
Yeah, you go call the police.
You don't respect security officers?
You know what I like to do to
No,
them?
I'm asking you a question. So security can't stop you?
Yeah. I don't give securities no hard time. But I'll tell you something. I don't let them bully me. I ain't bullying them. Don't bully me.
So if a security stop you walking out of store thieving, you ain't stopping for no security. The
but
police can have to stop
See,
you.
but you gotta test, see how serious it is. So when he say, hey, stop, you say, for what? You might have him. You might have him.
Not for what ain't gonna work on the police.
No.
What the one is one who's wearing them bunch of chain on his neck in for the food store. Y'all ever see? He's always like his shirt open, Mr. T with them bunch of chain on his neck. I asked him one time, I said, you ain't scared somebody get thief these chain off of who neck? I said, sorry, boss.
Well, there is one thing that the securities in the Bahamas like to do to people that I don't let them do to me. You know, they ask you for your receipt so they could draw this origami, whatever this nonsense they doodle on your receipt. Boy, that don't give me no warranty. So when they ask me for the receipt, I just give it to them and walk right off with my bags. Send you on the receipt here. And walk right off with my bags doing stupid things.
Anyway.
What you scotching up on this receipt for?
So if you bring it back.
So you can see the scotch up?
Yeah.
And what they can do?
Show that I bought the items from the store.
You
Even
mean
though
your
the time,
POS?
the date, and
You mean
everything.
your POS just don't tell you what time I was here and if this is an actual, like, man, secure, man.
For who's sake?
Man, for God's sake, come from around me.
Anyway, people say, I agree, Sunny Days be more decorated than police with their gizmos and gadgets.
Check
oh, he's
the
an assistant
one
manager? The one
by
with James?
Acropolis. The one by Acropolis is a big, serious, super duper, high tech, top, high speed security.
Castro, somebody agree with you. They said it. The one at PMH think he worked for the Secret Service. Castro said the one at PMH carry on bad with her. This person say he think he worked for Secret Service.
Yeah, no, I can tell you that.
That's why I say I can't. I'm not believing on this one where a security can't stop you. These security, they listen for whatever they make it. There's be ready.
You gotta meet force with force. So when he say, hey, stop, I say, for what? Go call the police. He could break off running. Because he ain't prepared to meet that level of resistance. You see what I'm saying? So remember now, there's always step 1 and then there's step 2. Most people ain't prepared to go to step 2. So when you tell him go for the police, chances are gonna break off running because nobody never do that before.
Someone said they could private message me the
Try
tea.
it Saturday and see.
Private message me the tea. I want to know who brother he is. They said he's somebody prominent brother.
I tell you the
Y'all
wind.
is somebody prominent brother.
I tell
and
you the
Tifa
wind
Lysol?
tell me the boy got $6,000 on his possession. I hear that in the wind.
And you teeth $171.
He might be like my mommy.
More than that. 2 sheet and a Lysol is $171? Ask Tifa that too.
He would be like my mommy, you know, I give my mommy $200 one time, right? Jump in a car, the light is on, scalding hot orange. I say, miss, what happened to the money for the gas? She said, you ain't give me no money for the gas. I say, the $200, you could spend money out of that on the gas, right?
No, that's for her. The gas money is separate.
What? Who pays on gas money? This is my point. All the money can pay for gas. What you mean? What you mean this ain't the gas money?
Somebody said it want a PMH stinky start police in the country. Listen, I must need to meet this PMH one.
He's Robert Bealey.
I don't know who he is. Someone say top flight security of the world. Anyway, someone say I meet that crew. It wasn't nice. I don't know, child. I hope whatever he was going through.
I hope they tease the daylights of the humor, brother. I don't know where you live. I ain't sure which ghetto you from.
I hope they don't.
When you go to the family reunion, see, I want you to have cousins like mine. I want them to laugh at you until you have shortness of breath.
Them sheet expensive? Two sheet and a Lysol is $171?
And the Lysol costs for $80.
No, man. Lysol is be like $9 something.
Well, you never try to buy the tall can, eh?
Why are you buying the tall can?
But so don't run out, because you have to make an
No,
S
I get the Lysol spray, but let me tell y'all what you're supposed to do. Let me tell y'all how y'all trick the system. They also have the concentrated one in the bottle that costs just as much as the spray. But the concentrated one, you pour into the bottle and then you pour the rest with water. So you get about 5 use out of that one than the one in the bottle. So you buy one bottle one time and then you buy the concentrate and you put it in there.
That's what you do?
See, you don't clean, so you wouldn't know. I can't speak to you about those things. But that's what you do. But 2 sheet is $171. Y'all know I bought a whole king size
mattress?
8-piece of Amazon.
Sandy said I must buy a bedroom set for that.
For $40?
Oh boy.
And I must buy how much for this sheet?
Yeah, they are 1,000 stitch count.
I guess so.
Indian hemp
Someone
thread.
said it must be Gucci. So I ain't calling the name. They put the name of the Secret Service. The Secret Service by the PMH in our comments. I ain't calling the name. Y'all ain't gonna do that to me. I might have to go there soon.
Yeah.
And y'all ain't gonna do that to me. But anyway, it's time to move on. Good luck to him. Good.
May his cousins forever tease him.
Good luck to him. Somebody, the person who told me they have the tea, message me the tea, man. Oh, hold on. I have a message in my inbox.
Oh boy. What'd they say? Who brought it?
The singer with the wine. Oh! National anthem.
Oh, March
Cry.
on Bahama.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Tease Boy.
Okay, March on Bahama Land.
Oh.
But listen. At the end, only what you do for Christ is last year, though.
They might not be close.
You're right.
Yeah, they might not be close.
Yeah.
You know. Thank you for that tea, though.
Yeah.
But they might not be close.
Yeah.
I can't even do it properly without my nail missing.
Oh boy.
I mean, come on, man. Anyway, let's move on.
Tease your cousins to prevent this from happening to your family.
Speaking of PMH, the PMH was flooding, y'all. There you go. PMH, I mean, I wasn't here, but apparently the weather was really bad. And so PMH flooded.
For 10 minutes.
Now, this is what they're saying. They're saying, yes, it did flood. There's the video. Is that a frog?
That's a brown paper bag.
Oh, that's the floor break up like that.
That's a brown paper
And you know, that's the floor. That's not no
floor
paper. That's the floor tile.
Okay. Well, maybe there was an inordinate amount of babies being born, and they
show that video again.
And they figured, cheapest we just start with the baptism one time.
No, but
and so they brought the baptismal pool to PMH so that they could baptize all the new babies.
I mean, are they just wading through this water?
Yeah,
at least it's clear.
It come off the roof.
No, that's not what they said in the press statement.
Where they said the water come from?
Okay, so they did send out a press statement. I mean, the water clear, which I guess it ain't dirty. But so they're clarifying information regarding the localized flooding. They said that not only happened in the A&E department following a severe thunderstorm. I tell you, they blamed it. What you laughing at? What they say?
I laughing at how this is getting funnier and funnier as you read it to me.
PMH did experience an incident of water entering the trauma bay and other sections of A&E. However, the water did not originate from the roof or the ceiling. Rather, the flooding occurred as a result of an extraordinary volume of water accumulating outside and entering through the ambulance bay doors. So you trying to tell me one little 5-minute thunderstorm caused the whole A&E to flood?
So hold on.
They say they didn't have no leak in the roof. I would have rather the public think that there was a leak in the roof. You trying to tell me
No.
one little 5 minutes of rain caused A&E to flood?
No. Help me with this.
That's what they say. You want me to read it again?
No. Help me. Where is the ambulance bay? Isn't it by the accident and emergency?
Yeah, right.
Hold on.
No. There's 2, eh? No. I think a doctor's hospital. Sorry.
Ambulance
yeah, right
bay
there.
is by A&E.
Yeah, as soon as you pull in, right there.
You mean the brand new A&E? You mean the very newly refurbished A&E? That's what we're talking about? So you mean to tell me, when the fella draw A&E, I want y'all to help me with these things, man. When they go on to Public Works to get the approval them, nobody asks about the drainage and the runoff for the A&E that's sitting to the bottom of one of the highest hill in the country?
I try to figure, but they had been open for a while though. How did that just flood?
What A&E? Well,
no, they had the gate. They had been open for a while. Don't do that to them. The gate was still up, but they were open.
Maybe that's
the gate was stopping the water. That's the only thing I could think. How? Now I would have rather people think I would have just said we had a leak in the roof.
Nobody built a bomb. Y'all designed this. See, this is how I know that every now and again, this is the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. You know, you mean to tell me that this brand new thing y'all just renovate? No one say, boy, that there's a hill we need to build a bomb. No one.
I just asking. I honestly, Sonny, me personally, before I wrote this statement, I would have rather people believe that there was a leak in the roof. I would have rather say that there was a leak in the roof. I'm about to fix it, than to say it rained and we flood.
And the water coming off the road, and man, come on. And we have doors that couldn't keep the water out, and we also don't have anything in the landscape. Ain't enough drainage, ain't no bunds, because you realize water goes where you direct it. You realize that, right?
But they say it ain't only us. They say it is important to note that PMH is located within an area that was significantly affected by the volume of rainfall and water accumulation with other buildings, and y'all have a spelling error in this, and businesses in the surrounding area also experiencing challenges as a result of the excessive water.
It is important to note that we couldn't give a jumping Jehoshaphat about what happened to the other people. Why would I care? Right?
Because they're letting you know, hey, y'all ease up on us now. Everybody flood. It ain't just us. I don't know. That's what I said. I would have lied and said it was the roof.
Ah, boy.
I would have said a pipe burst. I would have said lightning hit a pipe. I would have said anything else other than...
Who signed this? Who signed this?
The PHA.
Y'all don't let PHA sign nothing else for y'all, okay? Because, man, that can't be the reason.
Immediate measures were taken to address the situation. The affected area was cleaned, staff and patients were relocated to alternative areas to facilitate the continued care. As an additional precaution, barriers have now been placed at the entrance. And
so now we put the blame up. How fantastic.
They said PMH will engage with relevant partners to determine what additional measures may be implemented to help mitigate the impact of similar extraordinary weather and high water events in the future. That was extraordinary weather?
Why?
I was in here. How long in the rain?
12 minutes, I tell you. Why?
And the hospital flood in 10 minutes?
Draw the plan. Where is he? Draw the plan, fella. Where are you? My brother, you ain't know that the water tower was sitting on a hill, and the hill at the foot have the hospital, and right at the foot of the hospital hill is the emergency entrance that also sits down in a valley. And y'all, and what kind of ducks y'all, man?
Not for
my sake. For Christ's sake, don't stop talking foolishness, okay?
Anyway, they said they are committed to ensuring the safety and the safety of the care for patients, staff,
and I want to stop reading this because I'm committed to keeping my blood pressure low. These people, they're in charge, you know.
Oh, we have an update, or is this the same thing? This is an update.
What they do?
Something else wrong?
What they do? We are happy to report that
they are working on the air condition. See, let me tell you something. If y'all lie and say it was the roof leaking, then y'all could have said the water leaked into the air conditioning system and caused a malfunction in the air condition. All of it is one. All of it is one. Now y'all have a separate issue. The AC ain't working and y'all flood.
So Jessica, all of this is
somebody need to go and put some
extraordinary acts of God. The hospital experienced flooding. We are working to mitigate the.
No, you can't say that.
That's what happened. It was an act of God.
Yeah, but nobody is going to take that seriously because the hospital has been there for too long and it did not rain long enough. It wasn't no hurricane. It wasn't It wasn't a weather system that sat over the country or over Nassau for a couple of minutes. For a couple of hours. It was 12 minutes.
It rained for about 12 minutes.
And y'all flood? And I supposed to be okay with that?
That's my point. This way you could say, listen, there was an extraordinary act of God.
It was not. Yeah. It was a regular rainfall on a regular day.
It wasn't regular rain. I'll give them that. It wasn't regular rain. It was like torrential downpour. No, it was like torrential, like rain.
So you're trying to tell me the hospital is not equipped for torrential rain?
Well, apparently the drains aren't equipped. Why we ain't going back to the contractor fella? What did he do inadequately? Because you can't tell me that parking lot can't swallow water at the capacity the hill could dump it. That would make no sense.
Well, clearly it's the case.
Boy.
Anyway, so they
I
say
told
that
these
they're...
people called Brenton Burroll a long time ago. They don't listen to me.
There's
Go
a
ahead.
grown man walking around calling himself Boo?
Brenton Burroll.
No, Boo.
Yes, and he's one of the best water disappearers in the whole Bahamas.
Hey, Boo.
There you have it.
The Public Hospital Authority said they're also working to address the air conditioning issues in the operating theater, the RAND. Oh, this RAND. Okay, my bad. So the AC and the RAN ain't working.
So they flood a PMH and the RAN get jealous. The RAN said, well, we need to have a problem
Something
too
need to happen too.
Oh, boy.
So they said, acknowledging that the facility is aging. So they said replacement parts are being installed to improve the existing system while the new HVAC equipment is being procured and is expected to be installed within the coming weeks.
What is it being?
What did I say? Procured.
Try one more time.
Procured?
Okay, I'll let you have that.
Is that not how you pronounce it? How you say it?
Procured?
Procured?
In other news.
Not Dillette.
His name is Stephen Dillette.
What the word is?
Procured?
So the other stuff is being
Procured?
and is expected to be installed
There you
in the
have
coming
it.
weeks. Okay? They said other arrangements are being explored with external healthcare providers to accommodate elective surgeries where necessary. Emergency procedures will continue. Indeed?
Well, somebody can find them.
Okay. All right. Someone said it was Purple Rain. Okay, y'all. Son, we want to hear the experience. Yes, with delivery driver. I can tell y'all when we come back from the break at the 5:30
You had a
hour.
delivery driver pick you up from the airport?
No. I'm richly done now.
I gonna say.
I ain't got that. I ain't got that.
I gonna say.
I can tell you when we come back from the break. We also have the PM has been briefed by an international health regulation. We're gonna find out about what when we come back from this break. And a public health task force.
Yeah, that should fix all the problems.
No more flooding after that. We'll be back, y'all, right after this.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Bring your brand into focus and make your impact on the nation. Go all in with the Impact Bundle, featuring live liners and an in-studio interview. Prefer targeted reach? Audio plus digital delivers radio and digital placements. Or be seen with our television bundle with 20 TV ads across broadcast and streaming. Call 4-666-173. Eye on the Nation.
Okay, guys, this is what we doing today. We training for the bounce back. This $150K payday. Y'all ready? Yes. Y'all sweating today. Give me a 2 ball. 10. Give me another 2 ball. 15. You spin, right? It don't look so. It's 10K. Name these games after me. Fruit Dragon.
Fruit Dragon.
Cinema Classic.
Cinema Classic.
Yeah. Put that parlay in. Put that in. You know, Jalen Brunson disappointed us last time. You want to walk for this or you want to run for this? Good pace. Good pace. Not too much water. Put it down. Let's go.
It's the Bounce Back 150K Payday. Big wins for 10 weeks straight. 15K every week. 10K to a lucky winner. Visit islandluck.com for more info. Island Luck. Winners live here.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Leland Miller.
I'm Sandy Brown.
What happened just now?
We just having a conversation and I got confused.
I'm Sandy Brown. Heal this voice in Jesus' name, amen. I keep telling you, you can't use the voice for gallivanting.
Anyway, let's jump back into what we were talking about. So there's apparently going to be some public health task force, or it's a recommendation, because of all of the complaints of people going down at Princess Margaret Hospital. Not sure what the public health task force is going to do. Maybe we should listen to All Is Well with Owen Wells, and then he'll tell us, and then we can talk about it after. So this is what Wells had to say.
Well, health officials believe the introduction of a task force is the answer to complaints that patients at the Princess Margaret Hospital constantly have their dignity stripped away by subpar experiences, such as having to wait for service amid what aggrieved patients have called slow shift changes by staff and the ongoing issue of bed shortages. State Minister of Health and Wellness Owen Wells said during his budget contribution that the Public Health Operations Task Force would assess service gaps, shorten wait times for patients, and enhance reliability and crisis preparedness.
We are in the beginning stages of implementing a task force that will look into everything that you spoke about, what is transpiring on a day-to-day basis within PMH, the shift changes, and what needs to be done. And they will make recommendations back to us, and we will enact that. We will work on that and make sure that the Bahamian public sees the change in the healthcare system that they require and what is desired.
The task force's launch was initially slated for this month, with work projected to take no more than 12 weeks, after which a comprehensive assessment would be made and steps taken to improve patient experiences.
Patients need to be treated with dignity. So of course I join in with that. I totally agree with that. And that is something that's in the forefront of our minds and something that we will continue to work on and make sure that it happens. As it relates to a change that needs to happen, I'm also joining with you on that. And what you see before you is a change. What you have is not a doctor who's been appointed as in the ministry. What you have is, as I would have said earlier, an attorney. So I see things from a different perspective. And from that perspective is what I will help moving forward to make that change that we all would like to see within the Ministry of Health.
So, it sounds to me like PMH needs a pod. Yeah, they need a public hospitals administrative department, like NAD. And just give it to what is NAD? A management company, isn't it? You remember what the airport was like pre-NAD? It was horrible. There was no parking fees. There was no order around the doorway. There was
still ain't no order around the doorway. Oh, that's the story I have to tell y'all.
So I'm saying to you, right, like, I think the task force is a noble idea, right? I think it sounds really good if you're talking to a bunch of Rotarians in a room who come for the lunch. I think when you actually delve into the situation, sometimes, because I suspect that the reason the PHA was created was because ministries can't do business. Ministries are nothing more except for big file cabinets for the government.
Okay.
Right? All these people with all these titles in here, they ain't come to do no work. They just come to keep a decent ledger. That is why authorities are created, because authorities can, transact business, hire contractors, you know what I mean? Have a better control on day-to-day hands-on running. There are benchmarks, accountability to a board, et cetera, quality control, administration, governance, blah, 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 right? Well, obviously PHA is, they can't stop water from coming through the ambulance door. So it can't be them no more. And so now I think they just need to get a management company.
Or, they got themselves the secret shoppers. I'm like a secret patient.
You're going to volunteer to lay down a BMH?
Yeah. And take notes. And so I could first-hand
say... And then you come out with miso tea. What's your plan B gonna be?
And I could say okay, this is what the wait time was. From I presented myself to here. This is where they put me. This is the time the first person saw me. This is the time the doctor saw me. This is the time I left. This was the conditions in the room. Honestly, because I feel like they have to think we're making it up. So I feel like somebody needs to go in there undercover and write out everything, document it somehow, carry it back to the PHA them or the ministry them or All Is Well with Owen Wells or Michael Davil or whoever it is, and say this is what the issues are. Because clearly the issues that the people are having are not being addressed. There's always a reason for it. There's always an excuse. Because. But everybody can't keep having the same issue every time they go to the hospital.
Yeah,
have a secret patient. Be a secret patient. But it can't be you because they know you. They can be nice to you.
Except when and next thing you know, I'm fall off. I don't want it to happen to you. I'm saying though, right, there's no need to reinvent the wheel here. We see what a development company can do for a piece of infrastructure like the airport. We've seen that. Just duplicate it.
Well, anyway, you say you have all kind of faith in All Is Well with Owen Wells. He say, I'm a lawyer. I look at things differently. I'm not a doctor. I'm not looking at things like Michael Davil. I'm not looking at things like these other people. This is what we're going to do. Give him a chance to fix it, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I with you.
All right.
How long he had now? 90 days? You have 90 more days.
We're going to give him a chance to at least come up with a plan.
Give him a little chance.
Give him a little chance. All right. We're gonna give him little chance.
All right, away.
Let me tell you my story before I quickly forget it. We need to open up the phone lines.
The numbers are 323-7775, 698-0777.
Every time you say the 77, it's just do something to me in my spirit.
What exactly is happening to your spirit?
You just 7777. It sounds so sassy.
It sounds sassy.
7.
But I know how to say the letter S.
7.
We say 7.
7. 777. Anyway.
775.
So when I came out of the airport and I was waiting on my ride, the taxi drivers are right there in the front. Now, I don't know if the taxi drivers, if it's maybe two different types of taxi drivers are there.
Shouldn't be.
Because one had on like a yellow vibe and one had on like an orange vibe, right? Colorful.
I think that's just a part of their everyday.
No, because they was fighting with each other.
Yeah.
As soon as you walk out of the door, taxi, do you need a taxi? Then the next one say, oh no. Do you want a van? Do you want a Jeep? We have black limos over here. We have this, and they are fighting. You could see the fear in the tourist's eyes. This one woman just kept walking. She was like, yeah, I want a taxi. So the taxi driver said, okay, come. Well, the taxi person who's show them and say this way. And say, come, and he said, come. And then the next man said, well, we could put you in a limo. And it was just, and she was like, I just want to get in a car. And then they grabbed the baby stroller, because there was a baby stroller that the woman was, and they grabbed the woman and they carried her this way. And she was confused. And they did this to everybody that came out. And then at one point they started arguing with each other. Yeah. Because the guy was like, now you know that was supposed to be for us, and you trying to and this is right in front of the door when you coming out.
Leon Lundy, we could fix this. I promise you.
Please.
This fixable.
I was like, what is happening? It is so
You simply have to drop the
embarrassing.
gauntlet. You just drop the gauntlet, right?
It is so.
Because-
They are lit. I don't know if one was a livery and one was taxi, but they were standing side by side right after, when you come out, then there's be the little thing, and then they stand in the middle thing.
Yeah.
And they were fighting for the people that come out, and the tourists legitimately looked scared.
And so this is what I want to say.
I was scared in I local.
Any rule that you put in place without boots to enforce it is not a rule at all. And so it's simple, right? You just reestablish the enforcement arm of the road traffic department. And I ain't talking about the two old dudes in a van who need to go take lunch and medication. I'm talking about you create a serious enforcement arm.
It was so embarrassing.
Landy, we could fix that.
It was so, and they fighting. Then they started cursing with each other on the thing, and I was like, "Jeez." Like, I understand that everybody trying to make a living. And person?
Oh, yeah. Public obscenity? Shanta, I got something for you to
No, don't
look
do that,
at.
because then I would get arrested too.
Don't do it in public.
It's the only place to do it. Where else you can do it? We come back to that. We have people waiting on the phone. Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Welcome back, Shani Brand.
Thank you.
Shani.
Hey.
The only thing I can recall Mr. Miller talking about you while you was absent.
What do you say about me?
Is you look like a Chinese.
I did say that.
I look like a Chinese?
I did say that.
That's what he said.
How?
I did say that. Someone
Ask
said
the
that they think we
producer.
look alike.
Me and you?
And I said, that's a blessing.
Anyhow, let's move on.
Okay.
Mr. Miller.
Hey.
Mr. Miller.
Hey, buddy.
Former Prime Minister
This could be long.
Hubert Ingram told FNM at a rally that you cannot cheat an election.
Right.
Then turn right around at another rally and tell FNMs to keep your eyes on the presiding officers. What is the reason? Or why can't early voting be counted when the poll closes?
I think
before moving the ballot box.
I think they are counted. The early ballots are counted. No, they count.
To avoid speculation.
They count the early ballots. Early ballots are counted before they leave the polling station.
And then recounted with on the day.
And on the day of, yes, they are counted.
I think Castro got him off.
No, he's still
Oh
there.
no, he's still there. Okay, maybe he needs to get. I don't know.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we don't know what the count is.
I don't know if the count is ever made public. No, but they count the
That's
agents.
what I'm saying. It ain't made public, so anything could add it to that or tamper with.
How if the agents are there? The agents are there making sure that they all have their own fact checkers, And so on the day when the recount happens, when they open the box on the day of election, those counts are already counted for.
But no one will know what it was before the box opened.
The people who was there the day the box closed.
When they count it, they have representatives from everybody there. When
Right.
they open it, they have representatives from everybody
But
there.
the public wouldn't know.
No.
Right. Okay. We'll work on that.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What election was?
A long time ago in the Bible, we be told. Hello, caller.
Hi, caller.
Hello, caller.
Hello, you there?
No. BDF had a big old day, boy. I hear they get some Asians too. Everybody's going to the calaboose today.
Asians don't go to the calaboose, eh?
They just go to the other calaboose.
Yeah, they would. That one ain't called calaboose.
Tension zero.
Happy 40th wedding anniversary to Rudolph and Michelle Baisden. That's coming in from their 4 daughters and their 2 granddaughters. Also, other family members, may God continue to bless and keep you both. Happy 40 years is an amazing feat.
Yeah, if I start today.
You're too old for that.
What do you mean?
God only promised you 70. If you start today, you might make 30.
The Bible says, and a man shall live on this earth some 120 years. That is in the Bible.
I just unfortunately watched a video. I shouldn't have watched it. Y'all stop sending people videos like that, man. With the guy, the police did send out a thing saying that he unfortunately passed away in a traffic accident. I don't know if they're looking for the person in this van that hit this guy that was standing on the side of the road?
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, I think there was
I saw the one with the car that flipped over that I think the police might want to take a look at.
The police need to take a look at this. I think they did. And then left.
Oh, wow.
And they left the scene. I think there was a statement, condolences to the family of the person, because I do think, if I am sure, hold on, let me make sure before I open up my big juicy mouth, that I did see something with police sending out a statement about a traffic fatality. Oh, I forgot I have them in the channel.
Okay.
See? Channel.
Okay, little channel. Go ahead.
Yeah.
323-7775-6980-775. Hello, caller.
Not hot boy, really.
Yes. Hey, what's
They
up?
used the boy Christmas matching pajamas photo. We have to use this.
Hey,
Hi, caller.
Yes, good day. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm calling in regards to the conversations in regard to the voting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in the early polls, the ballots are not, only the ballots are counted. But they don't actually count, you don't actually see what a person's voted for. That's not done until on election day. So if we counted 400 ballots,
right?
Those same 400 ballots, you just count the actual ballots.
Right.
But they're not open.
Okay.
They go back in the box, and on election day,
Right.
they're added with all the other ballots and counted on that day.
So
we
you're
still
saying that
don't
someone
know
could
those
make a
persons
clean
voted for.
swap of the ballots is what you're saying?
Pardon me?
So your suggestion is that someone could make us, so on election day, they open the box, they show you see 400 still in here, but you're saying that they might swap them out. They might swap the 400.
No. What
How they gonna
happens?
swap them out?
What happens is the same what they always recommend. Let's say each party has about 3%.
Right.
We count the ballots. Right. We put them back inside the box because you have to count with the same thing you open up with. Now, with that ballot box is actually sealed. Each party has their own seal and tape and everything that they put around that box. You have to, on election day, that ballot box goes to a particular polling station. 9 times out of 10, those same representatives are going to be in that same exact polling station when that box arrives. The box is inspected, and you can see that your sticker, anything on it, if anything was tampered with, then you'll have a case. But more than likely, those cases, everything remains the same. So you know on that polling day, that count when you ended on the advance poll was 400. We know that 400 is still in there. Now, when you open up with the ballots for that day, let's say it's 600. So you know at the end have to be 1,000 ballots inside that box.
Yes.
So nobody can come in there and add or take away because the count is going to be off.
That's what I'm saying. So the only thing someone would be able to do is when the ballot box sleep, wherever they sleep, someone would have to physically open them up and say, okay, let me take out 10 for the PLP and add 10.
Somebody will have to actually break the seal and get in the box and do something like that.
And then reseal it and figure out how to put all your signature back on it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's one of those things that just requires a little too much coordination.
Exactly, right.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Someone say, tell this man, call
Dusty
back at
Major, give me a
20,
call. I've been trying to call you today, Dusty Major. I had some parliamentary questions. Dusty Major's idea.
I ain't gonna lie. I think, and no offense to anybody, but I so tired of
name
election.
Dusty?
Anytime I hear election, I think my brain just turned off. Check me maybe in a year or two when the dust of this last election
You mean
wear
when
off.
Jamal take down all these banner and things?
Yeah.
They
After
working on
that,
it.
yeah,
They gave it
it's still a little too fresh. I just, yeah. Hi, call. Oh, I did find it.
What does it say?
It says police are investigating a fatal traffic accident that occurred on Monday, which claimed the life of a 52-year-old man. According to reports, shortly after 7:15 a.m., officers responded to a traffic accident. What is going on with me?
Let's see. Let's use this from Lucha.
Accident. Yeah, that Lucha come on a little bit just now. Accident on Cowpen Road where they found an unconscious male pedestrian lying in the roadway. EMS personnel were on the scene rendering assistance before the victim was taken to the hospital. Despite efforts to save his life, he later succumbed to his injuries.
Wow, tragic.
Initial investigation indicates that the man was walking north along an unnamed street off of Cowpen Road when he was hit by a white van. That is definitely what I just saw then. The driver left the scene following the collision. At approximately 12:30 p.m., a female driver presented herself to the Kamaica Road police station and reported that she was involved in the accident. So the woman is now in custody. I mean, you know, sometimes I like to say maybe they didn't know, maybe didn't see.
No, she knew.
you saw the video.
Yeah.
I think after the video went viral, you have to turn yourself in after that. Like, there's no way you can't. And clearly, this looked like CCTV footage. So shout out to the Royal Bahamas Police Force and the CCTV that are going around.
And never forget that you could put your perimeter cameras on the police network.
I don't think this is a perimeter camera though, because the view is high. So CCTV
probably
cameras is
CCTV.
be high. Yeah, most people Ring cameras and stuff is be like this view, right?
Yeah.
This one is high because you could see everything in that, and the guy was hit, and then drugged, and then they just pull off. You knew you hit somebody.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I guess she did the right thing by turning herself in.
You even ain't stop to see if your bumper fall off. That's something.
Well, she turned herself in, so I guess we should be grateful for that little bit.
I'm
of
happy that that
information.
happened.
So apparently there's been a uptick in human trafficking. And that's what you wanted to talk about?
I mean, the defense wasn't the heavy lifting.
Well, no, we ain't talking about the other migrants that were caught. There was an uptick in human trafficking, and then we can get to that. Can we do that? I think we have a video on that.
Sure.
Can we go to the video?
Sure.
I will also hasten to say that the government leads the charge in ensuring that we have in place the necessary resources and people to deal with these victims of trafficking in persons. And we've seen an uptick in that particular area, but mainly so much in labor. It used to be more sexual before, but more in labor. So people are trafficked for various reasons. And as I've said before, it's a $236 billion industry globally. And the Bahamas is not immune.
Yeah, and I think that's something that people need to kind of realize. You know, I often tell people, right, take no concern when you hear these things in the news, because hearing it in the news means that law enforcement is working, that the strategies are working, that the policies are working. When you hear 2 years, 3 years, and not a single migrant apprehension, when you hear 2 years or 3 years and not a single migrant interdiction, when you hear 2 years or 3 years and not a single fast, high-speed chase running people into international, when you don't hear any of that, that means that it's quite possible your efforts are being evaded.
But why do you automatically think, when I think of human trafficking, I don't automatically think of Haitians?
I never said Haitians.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I told you before, the Chinese and the Congolese moved together. Remember, it was news like that?
I don't automatically think Chinese either.
Who you think?
I don't know why I think the girls.
I think they call
working in them clubs.
I think they call that something else.
Human trafficking.
Yeah, but they call it
human trafficking.
Yes, there is something else I'm thinking about in my mind where they use them for like exploitation and taking the passport and all that stuff.
Human trafficking. Fine. I mean, I don't know how much time you want me to say the same thing. That's what I don't know. That's what I think of when I think of human trafficking. I don't think of the ones that come in a boat and sneak in. I think that is more like an immigration problem. But a human trafficking, I think of more as a police problem. No. When they bring in the girls and the same thing you say,
Forced
you make them
labor
work
and
yes, forced labor, even child labor, that kind of stuff. I don't know. My mind automatically goes to the girls who's be working in certain places and you see walk in certain places, and even when I see them walk in, I watch enough SUVs. Be like, I wonder if they have their passport.
They probably don't. They probably don't even know where to find it.
Yeah, honestly, when I think of human trafficking, that's what I think of.
Yeah. 323-7775.
I can read that, but that's what they say. Where you like to get your, that's where the people let me speak.
No.
Yes.
No, there's a healthy Bahamian complement.
Oh no, not the one I've been to.
There's a robust.
Not the one I've been to.
Bahamian population.
Not one Bahamian was in there.
But we know the Bahamian is certainly in charge of the thing I like.
Yeah, it's a Bahamian in charge, but it was the one I've been to.
323-7775.
And they aggressive like them taxi drivers.
So are they in fact the victims? They might.
I think they maybe have to make a certain quota at the end of the night.
Oh boy, 6980775. That's the number to call.
Let's put that out there.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, so what we know is that it's a lucrative industry, and anything that lucrative is not going to just go away, right? You see, and so we have to ready ourselves to catch the wave of these kinds of incidences. What?
Yeah, just say that. Regarding this weekend, you going?
Listen.
You was going to tell me? Which day you leaving?
Naturally. We're still working on the logistics.
I only remember that because I see that Brave was in Cat Island this weekend.
He was also in a Habakkuk of being accosted by Kai Mills.
Why they don't stop? That looked like an old video. That's why I didn't say
Was that
anything.
old?
It said under the thing like a year or something like that.
Oh, I know.
But he went for the funeral.
Okay.
It looked like, right?
Yeah.
And then I see somebody. That's why I realized somebody had said something
just
about
the Prime Minister. I mean, I think they had the seating arrangement a little wrong when I saw it.
I didn't watch
So
it.
the Prime Minister sat at the front of the. You know how we sit the Governor General at the front awkwardly by herself.
Mm-hmm.
But I get it. She's a representation of the ground. You ain't supposed to sit with nobody, right? I ain't sure that is what's supposed to happen for the Prime Minister. I think the Prime Minister can just sit with dignitaries. But they had the Prime Minister holding that church, which was obviously hot because people was in there sweating. By himself, by his lonesome, and I say, this is like the most uncomfortable chair in the world they got Brave sitting in.
Well, anyway, hopefully, Regatta, say 777 fall today. You win. Because you keep saying 777.
Oh, boy.
777.
Send me something.
Maybe, going to Regatta will lift some people's spirits about what's been going on in Cat Island.
Yeah, and I see the father has actually found, I want to say his second win. You know, there was a little video of him circulating after the funeral. And I guess it must be a bit of a relief to have it behind you now. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so
Because it's been a while,
He's doing a little poke Masoka on the internet.
It's supposed to be a celebration of life.
Yeah.
So, condolences again to the families. But maybe,
Indeed.
Going to Cat Island Regatta will uplift their spirits, bring some joy.
Yeah.
You're going to be there in all your glory. Yeah,
we'll see what we get done. At some point.
You cry when the baby born, so you celebrate when someone dies.
Who made up that rule? I don't know if that's a real rule.
I didn't cry when the baby born either.
Yeah.
So
It depends on how the baby come.
What you mean?
Because some of that'll make you cry. I'm just saying.
We want you to let us know in advance if you go into Regatta.
Yeah. Again, we're doing the thing.
So all of this stuttering means
No,
you
no,
need
no,
to let
no,
us
no,
know.
no, no,
When
no.
does Cat Island Regatta officially start?
Cat Island Regatta is August Monday weekend.
That don't mean nothing to me.
What?
Which day does it officially start?
The 31st.
Which day is that?
Oh, well, I know that.
That's a Friday, a
wait,
Thursday,
Friday,
a
Friday,
Wednesday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Monday. Because you say that, so it extends into Monday, or you always give people time to come home Monday.
No, Monday is actually a party day as well.
I don't think I've met anyone who goes to Cat Island Regatta other than Jania and you.
Well, there you have it. You need somebody else to be there.
No, I'm just saying I've never heard anyone say, I go to Cat Island for Regatta.
And I've been going since 2007.
Okay. All right. Well, we met some nice
So the
people in
people
Cat
of
Island.
Regatta.
Oh, Jesus.
In Cat Island and the Cat Islanders.
Someone
I'm
say that's
coming.
scripture.
What is it?
That's scripture.
Yeah, of course. I'm coming to be with you. And so I want you
You say
all,
scripture?
And so
yeah.
I want you all
Yeah, that's what they say. It's scripture, yeah.
to just tarry a little while. For soon I shall be with thee. Can I say to Sheldon Higgs family again?
I was trying to find this. Like, who page is it on? Where can I find this?
On the originator's page.
I tried to go on the page, I didn't see it.
Let me tell Sheldon Higgs family.
Go.
Sheldon Higgs' death has ended an era for those that attended the Prince William Baptist High School. And so we say, so long, Rev, and Godspeed. See how I did that?